Yo, what's up everyone, and namaste to all the Indian viewers here. This is your African boy, myself Gabs, and today I'm going to do one of the video which I was so curious to share with the Indian guys. In case you don't know, I am a foreign or African student in India. Now 4 years I complete my BTech in petroleum engineering. So yeah, I do have both experience of India and Africa. Likewise, so today I decide to share the misconception that we African or that African have about India. So you might be wondering, why am I only here going to speak about all this? So what I did, guys, before making this video, I asked some of my African friends about the misconception that they have about India before even coming to India. Yeah, even myself, I was having a lot of misconception, but when I came India, boom, it is something else. So stay tuned, this is what we are going to share. And don't forget, if it is your first time here, like, subscribe, and let's go. So the first misconception that I'm going to share with you guys, it was from one of my African friends. And don't worry, I'm going to share mine at the end, guys. And what he said, that most of African, they think that all Indian movie are fake, which is having a lot of fiction, which is not real and doesn't make any sense. So you can read it down, it was from him. And to be honest, yeah, that is true. Most of African, they have this misconception about Indian movies, because like in Africa, you find in every cinema or theater, like they are always featuring, like they are always putting the friction movies, so making most of African people to think that Indian movies are fake. And I can also give a proof as an example, because I'm in India here. I know a lot of actors like Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, Allu Arjun, and Barabas is there. So there is one movie which is so much viral in Africa. Is from Rajnikant, that guy whereby he hold more than 20 guns on his hand, and whereby you find an actor, he will use just banana for slaughtering people. This is so crazy. I know you Indian watching me, you know all those movies, those frictions movies of India, which made African to have the misconception that Indian movies are fake. But yet they don't know the reality that India currently is even having the movies which is world class. And I believe that Indian movie is now having the most watched worldwide, guys. I witnessed that. I can give an example by Triple R, which was recently by Ram Charan, NTR, and a lot of greatest actor was there, guys. And you saw even they won a global awards, Golden Global, not global only, it's a golden, man. They won it from the song Nacho Nacho, Nacho Nacho Nacho. I know that dance, guys. Okay, another misconception that people also have about India is that they think all Indians are vegetarians, guys, which is really something wrong, and which make other foreigners not to come in India. But that is not true. I can say most or majority of Indians, they are veg. But if you go in other state, not even other state, most of the state in India, like if you go Kerala, whereby you find a lot of Muslim people there, most of them, they are non-veg, guys. But just know that majority, or in every state in India, you will find people who are veg, but it doesn't mean all Indians are vegetarian. So another misconception that also people or foreigners have about India is that they think Indians are racist. So I don't know how to explain this. I even made one video about this from my own African brothers in my college, guys. You can go and watch that video, whereby I interviewed most of the African students in my college whether if Indian are racist. But I can tell you 98% of those students, they said no, Indian are not racist. Only one person shared that Indian are racist, but we found out that it was from an illiterate person. So mostly people who experience racism in India, believe me, is coming out from the people who are illiterate, or maybe people who experience the Western life style and they are from Indian origin. But to be honest, me as African in India, having 4 years now. Indian, they are not racist, guys, but those who, like other people who are not in India, they have that negative point whereby they're thinking Indian are racist. Maybe it might be due to the movies that they watch, because in most of the movies you find they will feature black people there, and the character they will be having is really negative. They will be carrying negative character given to the black people or African, which make people to have the misconception about India. But this is just a movie, guys, and let's not stick to it. I'm currently in India, and to be honest, Indians are not racist, guys. I never ever faced racists in India, and the honest truth is that Indians are very friendly. They are so cooperative and helpful people ever you will find, guys. I experience this in every single state I travel in India. So another misconception is that it mostly happened to me also. I experienced this from my own family, and I'm pretty sure it happened in other foreign or other Western countries, guys, whereby they think that all India are Hinduism. They don't know that because the name India, they think they take it as Hinduism. So they are thinking all Indians are Hinduism. So that is really wrong, guys. In India, whereby you find multi-diverse of religious, culture, traditional, and food, guys. Not all Indians are Hinduism. And I experienced this from my own relative. They were, before when I was coming India, they were telling me, because I am from a Christian family, guys. So they were telling me, you know, that India is all Hindu people, whereby they worship this and they do that. Please, my son, don't make any mistake of following that and this. So they were having a lot of misconception and negative point, because in every single movie, in every single series of India, any Indian series, you will find they 100% whereby they will show the ritual, the religious stuff, worshipping their god Shiva, Ganesh, Hanuman. Definitely you will find in every series or in every Indian home, which will be in any movie, guys. So my parents, they were so worried, and they have that misconception that maybe I will be turning into Hindu because India is Hinduism. But they forgot that in India we have Christianity, Islam, Sikhism, Buddhism, and a lot of multi-diverse. This is one of the country which I love the most, and what made me to love it, because it's so unique and it's very great to the extent it is a democratic country with multi-diverse religions, multi-diverse food, culture, traditional, and India is still great, guys. Another misconception that foreigners also do have about India is whereby they think India is a land of snake charmers and a magic, and they don't know why India is rapidly developed country currently, guys, which is having a lot and advanced technology. Like, they are not following the trend on how India is now developing with the technology, guys. Like, for example, India just landed to the moon, that is Chandrayaan 2, and we also do have Aditya L1. In Africa, people fear snakes so badly, and they can easily kill a snake in Africa, not Africa only, in other Western, other foreign countries. But in India, whereby you find the opposite of this, like Indian, they are so much caring. It's not only because the snake, cobra or other snake, they take it as their god or goddesses. So another silly misconception that people also have, even me, I was having that misconception about India, whereby I think all Indians are the same when it comes to the behaviors, whereby, you know, like people, they think that India are childish because Indian, they are so good in comedies, and yeah, they have one that popular comedy movie by the title Three Idiot, guys. That is also most watched movie, Indian movie in Africa, which make to think that Indian are childish. But until I came to India, I found that it's not actually their reality, but they are not that type of serious serious people like African. Most of African people, they are so seriously in life. They take things personal. Not all of them, but few of them are there, whereby they show the real face, not friendly face, which is the opposite of Indian. Indian, they're so friendly. You will find a big person, he can crack joke with you, and he will just act as a friendly with you, and you will feel even more comfortable. You will feel like he's your age mate or something like that. And but the reality, they are not childish. They have really big mind, and they are so intelligent. To be honest, Indian, they are one of the most smartest people I ever met, guys. And yeah, if you can say Indians are childish, I will only agree when it comes to the quality student, because I study in India, and my friends, they are so crazy. I can say crazy, not childish, but they are so crazy and friendly, guys. But I love that, because life is short. Why should you take things serious? Another misconception that foreigners do have about India is that they think India has poverty and slum. Like, they are thinking all India, they are poor, guys, whereby you can see now India is having the growing middle and the high class, and not only in the lifestyle or the economic, guys. You can see India have really improved when it comes into the technological and economic. Like, honestly, India is not the same, but most of the foreigners who also come from the Western countries, guys, they always visit and they share the negative part of India. But I can tell you that can only be maybe 10% of India. If I'm not wrong, you can let me know, guys. But most of India, I can say 80 to 90% places whereby it's most developed, and India economic is now even better than you think. Like, I can tell you, like, in India, whereby it's hard to find a family whereby they can't find something to eat, guys. That is very hard. Only if that person is lame, blind. Even though India has a society or a community or the government charity whereby they are providing food to people who cannot even move, like to the people who cannot do anything. So it's really hard to say that India is poor. If people are poor, I can tell you the Indian government is not poor. But because I witnessed this, there is one time I was passing around, just moving in my area, I was seeing the government was distributing food to the people outside sleeping on the road. They get free food, free drinks. Mostly in every big Hindu temple also you will find this kind of charities done there, where people find free food. So I don't think Indian government is poor, and I'm really seeing a lot of development and achievement done by India, which indicate that India is a really very great and gonna be one of the greatest country in the world, guys. I'm really happy as African in India, seeing the development and the achievement India is making with Chandrayaan Aditya L1, which is really something inspired to inspire the other African countries or other foreign countries who really didn't made it to the moon, guys. That is it, guys. I'm really honest, and in case if I say something wrong, we are not perfect. Just let me know what you think about it. Okay, guys, that is some of the misconception that Africans have about India, and it is not all of the African people. And yes, you know, Africa is a continent, so there is 54 different countries there. So I'm pretty sure that they all have different misconceptions about India, depending with their interaction and behavior with the Indians they met, or depending on their life experience in India, guys. But this is what I can tell for now, and I also want to hear from you, especially Indian watching me, guys. I want everyone watching this video drop at least one comment or one misconception that, or that one misunderstanding that Indians have about Africa. Feel free, guys. So drop your comment, let me hear. Even if it's not from you, just let me know what are the misconceptions or the misunderstanding that you had about Africa. Drop the comment down, let me see. I'm reading. Thank you so much. Don't forget, show some love, guys. Like this video, and video is only for their experience, knowledge, and education purpose, guys. I'm not here to promote negative content. That is not my job, guys. Thank you so much. Love from Africa. Jai Hind, Jai Africa. Tata.